Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a fat cash stuffing to do. This is honestly probably the most cash I've ever held in my hands at once, and it is so exciting. The reason we have so much today is because we did get a little bit of a return, not quite a tax return, but it was a return from my husband's work from a production company that he works with, just ahead of taxes. So we got a surprise couple grand extra this month that we're going to be putting largely towards more sinking fund stuff. And we do have my daughter's birthday party coming up over the course of this pay period. So we are budgeting a little bit extra for like gifts and miscellaneous and groceries because we have to buy food for the party and all of that. So it does amount to quite a bit more this pay period that we'll be stuffing. So I did go to the bank and I made a withdrawal of $2,140, which is a lot. And it's probably the most we will stuff for quite some time. But that's what makes this video so exciting. So we're going to jump right ahead into the unstuffing portion of the video. We had a pretty good week. We managed to stay within all of our budgeting amounts. So for groceries, we started with $185 and I have $7.10 left. So that's good. I mean, last week we did have nothing left. So this is good. We had a little bit left over. For gas, I had nothing left. For personal, I am super proud of myself. I started with $35 and I still have $25. So I am very proud of myself for my self-control to not use all of that this week. For dining, I used pretty much everything. We started with $40 and I have 25 cents left. So not super proud of that, but oh well. Entertainment, we started with $15 in my wallet. We had a $30 total combined with my husband's. We ended up taking the kids out to Subway for dinner because they were begging. So that's what we did with that money. So I have $6.65 left. For health, we had $20 and we have nothing left. I had to buy some postpartum stuff. For miscellaneous, we started with $100 and we still had $50 left, which is really good. I wasn't expecting to save that much this go around. Next for clothing, I started with $55. And as you can see, I did not spend any of it. So I'm excited to add to this and keep building that up. So that is my wallet. We're going to jump into my husband's wallet now and see what he had saved. So for groceries for him, he also had a tiny bit left over. He had about $2.50 left. He's also started with $185, and I do feel like that just continues to be like a very good amount for us. So we're going to keep that up. And next for gas, he actually finally used his gas money, so we have none left. He started with $50, he doesn't have any now. Personal, started with $40, he has none. After dining, he had $50, he has none now. Entertainment, he had $15, he has none. Health, he started with $20, and he still has $20, so we get to save that today. So that's another $20 into savings. And then for miscellaneous, he started with $100 and we have $10 left, it looks like. So that's good. That's a total of $60 saved in the miscellaneous category this past couple weeks. So that's pretty good. For clothing, he started with $70 and he had to buy some new work-related clothing. So we actually only have, it looks like $5.20 left. So we're really going to need to work on building that back up again because kids need new spring and summer clothes coming up. So yeah, that concludes the unstuffing portion. And as you can see, we saved a total of $96.70, which I am very happy with. We're going to start the stuffing portion now. Now, the amounts this week are going to look a little bit different because, as I said earlier, my daughter's birthday is coming up, so we need to budget a little bit more for food and miscellaneous. But to start, we are budgeting $220 for groceries for the next 2 weeks. And I think that will hopefully be enough, but I don't know. I'm hoping I'm hoping we can keep it below that because it's a very big party we're planning for. For gas, I'm actually budgeting $150 for myself this week. Last week was $125, and I felt like honestly it was almost not quite enough, and gas prices have gone up. So $150 should hopefully be good for me for the next 2 weeks. For personal, I'm going to add $30 to my existing $25 for a total of $55. So that feels very good. We'll try to keep this up. I'm hoping to save up for some new earrings because the ones I currently have are kind of tarnishing, so I want some good quality ones. All right, for dining, we're going to budget $35 this week. That's $5 less than we budgeted last week, but it was Valentine's Day. So 35 should be enough. I feel like maybe I'm starting to kick my eating out habit a little bit because it's not quite as hard to stay within that $30, $40 range. Anyway, for entertainment, I'm going to add $15. That's kind of for stuff that we want to do with the kids, like going out to see a movie or going to a play place or something fun like that. For health, I'm going to actually budget $50 for myself this week. Usually it's $20, but I do have an appointment that I have to go to that's going to cost me about $30. So I'm going to add $30 on top of our usual $20 for a total of $50. For miscellaneous, we're going to budget $150 for the next 2 weeks. I just do need to budget extra for this birthday party. We've got to buy loot bags and food and piñata and decorations. All that stuff really adds up. So yeah, hopefully this will be enough. It might be a little bit tight, but I guess we'll see. It is going to be a pretty big party with like 20 kids and then all their parents. So we might struggle to stay within this. For clothing, I am actually going to add a good chunk to this for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to add $75 to my existing $55 for a total of, I think that's $130. Am I right? I don't know. I'm doing the math in my head. I think it's 130 or something close to that. But that feels really good. Yeah, I'm probably going to be making a purchase for the kids soon. Now for my husband's binder, we're going to start with food. He's also going to get $220. Again, need that little extra for the party, so hopefully we budgeted enough. Next for gas, he is just going to get $50 because I actually think we're going to take his car off of insurance or off of regular insurance soon, just parking insurance. Anyway, personal, he's going to get $30. And then for dining out, he's going to get $35. Yeah. And then for entertainment, he's also going to get $15. I know we were talking about maybe taking the kids to see a movie soon, so we might put it towards that. And then next for health, he's just going to get the usual $20 today because he doesn't have anything unusual coming up in the next couple of weeks. And then for miscellaneous, he's also going to get $150. So as a total, we're budgeting an extra $100 for miscellaneous this week, which now that I'm thinking of it, probably is not enough for this party, but we're going to make it a challenge and see if we can stick to it. And then next for clothing, he used a lot of his, but we're also going to add $75 to his existing $5 for a total of $80, which is wonderful. I think we have a total of $210 in the clothing category now, so that's something we can work with. Ooh, okay, I'm so excited for this part. This is the sinking funds, and I allocated a lot of extra money for our sinking funds, so it's going to feel really good to build these up a little bit more. But to start, we're doing car maintenance. We have currently $90 in there, and I'm going to add $100 for a total of $190. This is getting me pretty close to what it would typically cost me to pay for an oil change and tire change. So we're getting close to that number. For gifts, we had 50 actually, and then I used 30 of it for Valentine's Day stuff for the kids. So we only have $20 left, but I'm adding $100 because we really need to. So we're going to have a total of $120 here, which should be enough, I think, for the next month, or I guess 2 weeks. For vacation, we obviously started with 80, still have 80. We have not gone anywhere, but I am going to add $100. So that feels good. Finally get up in the triple digits there. So yeah, and I don't know. We probably won't go on a trip this year because we have a new baby coming, but at least we can work on it. For insurance, we are adding another $70 to insurance this week. That is half of the monthly amount, and I add $70 to it bi-weekly. So we have a total now of $270. I need just over $500 by May, so I think we're on track. Next, for property taxes, we currently have $300 saved, and we're going to add another $100 for a total of $400. We have to pay this out in June, and I already have some saved in the bank. But yeah, this is good. We're on track for that as well. Next, this is a new envelope. This is for debt. We do have a little bit of debt that we accrued in our house purchase. So we're going to start saving up to pay that debt back. So I'm putting $350 into debt to start this off on a good note. We probably will not be able to put that much in every single month, but hey, it's a good start and we will work on it. For savings, I'm adding pretty much everything that was left over from the stuffing portion. I actually used a lot of our savings last week for business purchases, so we only had $20 left, but I'm adding to it, and now we have $110 in there for future business purchases. So all $2,140 has now been allocated into their respective categories, and that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in 2 weeks for my next video. Bye!